Hey fellas, so drafted last night. Would have put this up earlier today, but went to RPG game day down at a place called Battlegrounds, not far away. Didn't actually play any RPGs, but I had several games of casual Magic in. Met a couple people. It was interesting. I don't know if I'll go back down there again for anything. We'll see. We'll see. So he kind of sort of drafted it invasion block, and first draft I ended up playing a black-red deck that just really didn't do too well. It had a minor land destruction theme, and I had a pair of invader parasites, and where the heck is it? And a victorious destruction. Kind of cute, but it just didn't work out too well. But got a nice keeper. Got a Well Glissa. It's always nice. Also, when time came to put together my deck for first draft, I came to the most amazing conclusion, is that I took all the spare mountains I had and put them into an EDH deck, and I'm like, wait a second. Crap, I'm out of mountains. So the whole night I ended up proxying forests into mountains. My second draft deck did a lot better. I came in first place in that draft. I was predominantly blue, but I ended up I had a fair amount of white, and then in first pack was New Phyrexia, and I got a lot of really good blue stuff in there. When you open up, like, when you're like Chancellor of the Spire and Jin-Gitaxias and 3 Spire Monitors and like an Impaler Shrike, Trespassing Soul Eater, Spine Thopter. Oh yeah, there was lots of good stuff running around. Then pack 2, guy to my left, cracks his pack, and he got one of those packs where you just wish you could eat the pack. It's just like, dude, can I just keep this pack and sit out this entire pack's worth of drafting? He opens it up. Now, I did not know what card he pulled from it till afterwards. He took the rare out of the pack. He took a Red Sun's Zenith. All I knew at the time was when that pack landed in my hands, I'm looking at a Kuldotha Flame Fiend and a Burn the Impure. And I'm like, okay. So deciding that, they're both good cards. I didn't want to pass either of them, but I decided, push comes to shove, I'll be able to splash the Burn the Impure a hell of a lot easier than the Flame Fiend. Technically, Flame Fiend is a better card, but I took the Burn the Impure, which ended up being the right choice, because in the third pack, Scars of Mirrodin, my first 2 picks were Galvanic Blasts. Oh yeah. And I also ended up picking up a Turn to Slag there. For the most part, I had 3 equipments: Flare Husk, a Strandwalker, a Copper Carapace. Most of my creatures were flyers or unblockable, with the exception of a Vedalken Anatomist, who's just nasty beats, a pair of Oculus, who are just nice chump blockers, an Iron Mirror, and I also had a Phyrexian Metamorph that I ended up kicking into the prize pool, and I I had first pick out of the prize pool, and I decided I didn't want it because I'm not 100% certain, but I think I've got all of them that I need. Not 100% certain on that. And so, like, my first picks were like Jin-Gitaxias, because right now there's two ways in Standard to power Jin out on turn 5. Yeah. There's Bear Umbra and Sword of, I believe it's Feast or Famine, or Sword of Feast and Famine, I believe will do it. But yeah, I picked him up out of the prize pool. A Mirran Crusader, I mean, come on, he's a 2/2 double strike with 2 different color protections. An Indomitable Archangel. I also picked up a Thopter Assembly and a Leonin Arbiter out of there. But yeah, I mean, I can't complain. I made out pretty good last night, all things considered. While I was out, I also picked up last night. I also picked up the white New Phyrexia event deck. I haven't cracked it open yet. I've heard good things about what's in it, so I ended up picking one up. I also have I'll pick the camera up here without accidentally turning it off. But I also have right here, this box has a set of all 5 of the new Commander pre-constructed decks, and I'm thinking sometime this week I'm gonna crack that open, maybe do a review video and post it up on my channel, but not link it on the Wizards message boards because you know, probably because, you know, the thread that I have going for my Magic Organization stuff is mostly devoted to Magic Organization and not little side things like that. Though, admittedly, you know, I've referenced the Battletech card game and the Battletech tabletop game as episodes, even though they had nothing to do with Sort Magic cards. But oh well. Oh well. So what we got here is that's my command. That's my Oros the Avenger EDH deck. I'm actually rather pleased that they decided to make all 5 of the EDH deck based around the Planar Chaos Legendary Dragons colors. That's nice. So there's a red, white, and blue one. What I don't like about the red, white, and blue one, really, is that one of the potential generals for it they have in there is a Minotaur that looks like a gazelle. And it's just like, really, guys? No, really? And based on the clothes it's wearing, I'm not certain if it's supposed to be some sort of wizard or mystic, or if it's supposed to be a flat-chested female gazelle minotaur. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's an interesting illustration, don't get me wrong. I just don't know if I'd call that a minotaur. Or, yeah, I do know. I wouldn't call that a minotaur. But, oh well, it is what it is. As far as I know, other than changelings, of course. Shut up, you crazy trivia ruining bastards. Other than that, it's pretty much the only white minotaur I've ever seen. Minotaurs have existed in red and blue in the past. They're predominantly red, but every now and again you get a blue one. There was a blue minotaur in Homelands, the Labyrinth Minotaur, and there was a red and blue minotaur in Apocalypse, the Minotaur Illusionist, who himself looked kind of badass because he's like wielding some sort of like a pole axe and deflecting something that was coming at him. It's actually kind of cool. I kind of wish I had space for Minotaur Illusionists in my Minotaur deck, but I don't. That's okay. That's okay. Actually, I was playing the Minotaur deck earlier today, and even though I didn't really get my control combo up and going, I still like took my opponent apart with it because, you know, I countered some of his early stuff with Monoleaks, and then I dropped Tarngoth, Talrum Hero on the board and just tore him apart because Tarngoth is awesome. Oh yeah, he is. Oh well, call that a wrap, and I think I'm tired. I didn't get enough sleep today. I only got like 5 hours of sleep, if that. So I'm gonna call this quits, and I'll put all these cards away tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow I'll finish sorting through Arcadian Masks. Monday I'll start getting the Nemesis put away. Alright, have a good night, fellas. Be good.